So, in a bit more than 2 weeks, the second phase of version 6.7 starts, and that means the Raiden and Columbina banners are also getting closer. So in this video, we will talk about how many Primogems you can get just in Phase 2 of version 6.7 before the Raiden and Columbina banners run out. So let us break everything down. Phase 2 runs from July 21st until August 12th. During this time, we get the normal daily commissions. If you do your dailies every day during Phase 2, you can get 1,260 Primogems from them. Then we have the Paimon shop reset. Since Phase 2 goes into the next month, we get 1 Paimon shop reset during this phase. That gives 5 intertwined fates, which equals 800 Primogems. Now, something important to mention is the Stygian Onslaught reset. This reset actually happens in Phase 1 already, and to be exact, it is already very close. So for this Phase 2 calculation, we do not count anything from Stygian Onslaught. Some people may still do it late, or maybe you do not claim everything right away, but technically it belongs to Phase 1, so I will not count it here. The same thing sadly also happens with Spiral Abyss. The Abyss reset already falls into Phase 1, and it barely misses Phase 2. So for the actual Phase 2 calculation, we get 0 Primogems from Spiral Abyss. Then we have Imaginarium Theater. This one does reset during Phase 2, and if you can clear it, you can get 1,000 Primogems from it. This is probably one of the biggest sources in the entire Phase 2 calculation. Without Imaginarium Theater, the number would look really bad. So if you are still trying to save for Raiden or Columbina, make sure you do not ignore this reset. Now let us talk about events. In Phase 2, only one smaller event really falls into the calculation, and that is Dance Dance Easy Breezy Disco. This event runs from July 24th until August 3rd, and it should give 420 Primogems. This is a normal smaller event amount. It is not crazy, but in a phase like this, every small event matters. Now, there is also the main event of version 6.7, and it runs almost until the end of Phase 2. So technically, some of you can still get Primogems from the main event during Phase 2 if you did not finish it earlier. But I will not count the main event here, because most players will already do most of it in Phase 1. The event starts in Phase 1, and many people who are actively saving will probably complete it as soon as possible, especially if they are pulling on the Sand Roan or Seat Lolly banners. Then we have the version 7.0 livestream. This is actually very important for Phase 2, because the live stream will happen before the Phase 2 banners end. As always, the special program gives 3 codes, and each code gives 100 Primogems. So together, we can count 300 Primogems from the version 7.0 live stream codes. And please remember, these codes expire very fast. You usually do not have much time to claim them, so do not wait too long. If you are trying to squeeze out every last pull for Raiden or Columbina, then these codes are basically free Primogems you should not miss. Genshin also usually drops some smaller codes around the version, worth around 60 Primogems together. So I will also count another 60 Primogems from those smaller codes. When a code drops on the same day where I upload a video, I will put the code in the pinned comment under that video. And if a code drops on a day where I do not upload a video, I will post it in the posts section on my channel on the same day. So if you are subscribed, there is a much better chance that YouTube shows it to you in your feed, and you do not miss free Primogem codes. It is one of the easiest ways to save a few extra pulls over time, because codes are small, but if you keep missing them, it does add up. After that, we have other smaller sources. This includes things like character trials and other small rewards that are not really big enough to talk about one by one. Together, I will count these at around 240 Primogems. Now, before we get to the final total, I want to talk about the things you might still have left over from Phase 1. Because technically, Phase 2 can feel very different depending on how much content you already finished in Phase 1. If you already cleared the new map, finished the new quests, completed the achievements, claimed the offering system rewards, and played the main event, then Phase 2 will feel very empty. But if you are a slower player, then you may still have a lot of Primogems left on your account. For example, the new map in version 6.7 gave around 2,020 Primogems in total. If you did not explore everything in Phase 1, then some of those Primogems can still be collected during Phase 2. Other new quests gave around 220 Primogems. Achievements gave around 250 Primogems. And the offering system gave around 500 Primogems. But again, I will not count any of this into the Phase 2 total, because all of that was already claimable before Phase 2 arrived. These are only leftovers for players who did not complete the new content early. Now let us add the real Phase 2 sources together. The free-to-play total for Phase 2 of version 6.7 to 4,080 Primogems. That is about 26 pulls. And, honestly, that is not a lot. This is why I think Phase 2 is more of a reality check than a big saving phase. The main reason is that version 6.7 is very front-loaded. Most of the Primogems are available early in the version. Phase 1 gets the new map, the big event start, the offering system, achievements, quests, maintenance, and many of the big sources. By the time Phase 2 starts, most of the big content is already on the table. So unless you save some of it for later, there is not that much new stuff left to farm. Now, if you have an active Welkin, you can add another 1,890 Primogems during Phase 2. That brings the total with Welkin to 5,970 Primogems. That is about 37 pulls. This is obviously much better than 26, but even 37 pulls is still not a safe amount if you are starting from zero. Genshin banners can be brutal. If you lose your 50-50, or if the character comes late, then 37 pulls will disappear very quickly. So do not overestimate how much you can still get in the second half of the version. If you thought Phase 2 would give you almost the same amount as Phase 1, then sadly no. Phase 1 was the big farming phase. Phase 2 is mostly daily commissions, resets, a small event, codes, and leftovers. And this matters even more because Snezhnaya comes right after version 6.7. There is no version 6.8. After this version, we are already moving toward version 7.0. So if you spend everything on Raiden or Columbina, you will enter Snezhnaya with very little time to recover. Now I want to know your plan. Are you pulling for Raiden? Are you pulling for Columbina? Or are you already saving everything for Snezhnaya and version 7.0? And how many Primogems do you still have left right now? Let me know down in the comments. And again, do not forget to subscribe for the codes. If new codes drop, I will either put them in the pinned comment under my newest video or post them in the post section on my channel on the same day. That way you have a much better chance to see them in your YouTube feed, and do not miss easy free Primogems. Thank you so much for watching, good luck with your pulls, and I will see you in the next one.